Welcome to the live stream. Wednesday night, come you from Indiana. Welcome. Oh. Well, people, I've been playing around with the LG stove. I think they upgraded. Hello. No, I ain't got my socks on. I just got out of the bathtub. And it was popping all the codes up. Now it seemed to be working. Hello, Mike Taylor News. Welcome, my friend. Well, I wanted to get on here last night, but I've been falling asleep. You know, when it rains, it wants to make you sleep. So I've been sleeping pretty good. Well, my neighbor, Kenny Jr., he ain't getting his new trailer because his baby brother is just like my asshole brother. He's worrying about money. And the way the zoning laws is, if your house burnt and you replace it or something like that, where I live out in the country, you have to put a new septic tank in. I guess the baby brother didn't want to put a septic tank in. Well, that trailer that Kenny Jr. lives in is over 25 years old. Yep. I like to sleep when it's raining, especially if you're outside in a tent. But if I put a tent up, I'd be floating away because my yard floods when it rains real hard. Which you can go and look at some of the videos where it showed you when it was flooding in my yard. But they plan to remodel Kenny Jr.'s trailer. Well, he's going to have to sleep somewhere. He can't sleep in it. Like I talked to his number 2 brother. I said, right now it's a fire hazard. You have to tear the panel off of the wall, strip the insulation out, 'cause that insulation's over 25 years old. It's a fire hazard. Plus, you're going to have to hire an electrician to rewire the whole trailer to bring it up to code where it's not a fire hazard. Because 25 years ago, they didn't have computers, these smart stoves, everything, it's different from 25 plus years ago. So, gonna have to do that. And my son and me told number 2's son, I think his name's John, that lives up around Corden, and told him the kind of insulation to get. It's more fire safety and the other stuff you got in those trailers. And I also told Kenny's number 2 brother, I said, in the 7 to 8 years I live here, I said, your dad and Kenny never had the septic tank pumped out. And I said, also, Kenny Jr. don't even know where the septic tank is, and he don't even know where it is in your dad's yard. So, people, I just want you all to be careful. Don't make your family trustee or whatever over your will, because they will screw your family. I guarantee you they will screw your family. Just like my brother did me, and all that stole from me. If you see, I'm eating a popsicle. Also, I gotta make a copy of my Social Security paperwork, how much I made last year, and this and that, and other things I gotta send in on my house payment, I guess, to reclassify me. But as I know, I use that LG stove Sunday to cook me cinnamon rolls. You know, kind of wrap it off and then you pop it and you put it on a cookie sheet and put the icing on it. And I've done that. And the other night, I cooked a pizza in it. I almost burned it up. But I didn't use the correct time. You know, it said about 19 minutes. I did about, I guess, maybe 14, 15 minutes. And I got reading the manual on the stove. I should put a little Sherm stick. Well, I'm doing pretty good if it stops raining. You know, it been raining. I had to take my son to the doctor, and they screwed up. They told him, you know, yesterday, and it's not until August. So that was a waste of gas. Well, Troy, I like the name Troy, because my brother-in-law, before he passed away, his name was Troy. I live in Indiana, in Clark County. I live in the county of crooked politicians. Sheriff, if you all, I probably made the national news maybe, I don't know, but you can look it up on YouTube. Jamie Knoll. I like Troy. Troy was my brother-in-law. I still claim him after his sister died, but I guess he had type 1 diabetes. And he had 2 toes cut off. That wasn't too long after that, he passed away. Just like my insurance agent, he had type 1 diabetes, had his from knees down cut off. He lived about a year. He passed away. Lucky I got type 2. Yeah, type 2. Or whatever, yeah, type 2. I take my Ozempic shot. I just took my medicine a while ago. Supposed to take it in the morning. I like to take it at night because I take it, I sleep a little bit better, but if I take it in the morning, I don't know if I have to take a trip somewhere. Because when I take it medicine, some of it what's make you go to the bathroom. Troy, I don't know where I got it. See, I'm going to tell you people, I'm adopted. And there's a story behind it, because my real mom, she was raped when she was 11 years old and had me at 12. I was considered as a black market baby because she wasn't old enough to sign any paperwork. And I knew about my dad, my real dad. He had heart attacks and strokes and high blood pressure. Everybody in his family died either a heart attack or a stroke between 60 and 65. Knock on wood, I'm over 70. I outlive everybody on my dad's side of the family. And I still want to stress this out, people. When you buy computers online, you heard me talk about it before. I don't know if any of you all can help me out there or not. I bought a laptop from Amazon back in February of this year. And it was third party, which you all know what third party is. It was PC Online. PC Online is the one that sold it to Amazon. And I advise you all, do not buy any computer that deals with PC Online. They're no good. If you don't believe me, people, go on your search engine, type PC Online, and scroll down to, I guess it's the BBB. You see all the complaints. They won't give you your money back. And say if you spend $2,000 on a computer, and they said they give you money back, all you're going to get is about $200. They call that a restocking fee. And you also find out they sell used computers. I'm talking about used computers, not refurbished, as new computers. You know, don't even go on Facebook Marketplace and look for computers. You know, I'd be wary. Look for a reliable source that guarantee. Okay, let's get back to PC Online. I got the screenshots that doesn't show that my HP laptop was upgraded or modified, whatever the legal term is. Didn't show it was modified by PC Online. And I complained to HP people about it. And I had to send him screenshots when I bought it, the serial number, this and that. And it was really modified. I think it was supposed to be 4 something. It turned out it was 16 gigs. Well, you all know what I'm talking about. And it voids the warranty. So nobody at HP will fix it. It just quit charging. I got another charging cord. It still don't make a difference. So I'm just letting you know what I go through. I don't know if anybody out there works for HP or anything like that that works for Amazon. And it makes me mad if they take advantage of people. You know, Amazon rules. 30 days to return it or get your money back. Well, I bought it in February. It went out after 30 days. They said, no, I can't get my money back. If you all know anything about Walmart and their credit thing, which to deal with a firm, okay, you need to get your rest and work. Tell everybody in your family that you love them. If you got kids, tell them you love them before you go to bed, because people can, something can happen, during the night. You could die in your sleep. Somebody could break in your house. Tell everybody you love them. But also, people, look at my old videos. Okay, thank you, Mike. Look at my past videos where I use StreamYard. And you see my post office box, my PayPal account, and my Cash App. I don't have my 2,000 watch hours. I think 500 subscribers, you have to have 2,000 watch hours. 1,000 subscribers, you got to have 4,000 watch hours. And I've told you all, I had 4 heart attacks, and I got about an acre of ground. And you people, I know RM's, he's a nurse. He's not on here. He probably got his work schedule changed. But to cut my yard, I need a riding lawnmower. I don't want you all to get mad at me. I know money's tight. I want a new riding lawnmower. People say, why do you want a new riding lawnmower? Because it has warranty. It has warranty. And let you know, I'm on a fixed income, around $900. It's hard for me to live off of it, especially the government just raised my house payment up last month about $200. Because here in Indiana, I know your all's property taxes went up, but I know we need jobs, people. Our government gives them a tax break. 10 to 20 years, they don't have to pay property taxes. That's a fact, especially here in Indiana. That's what, because I'm paying for, say, Amazon, a medical supply warehouse. It's what I used to call the OICI, the black powder plant around Charlestown. And like I said, my house payment went up about $200. And it's hard. And another thing I'm asking, which is cheap. You see these videos on TikTok. Alligator Alcatraz. I like to have a t-shirt. Alligator Alcatraz. I say extra large. And some of you think it's cruel. But you won't try to escape when you got alligators, snakes, stuff like that. You wouldn't try to escape, but there will be some that will try. But it's nice you are the YouTube family. You're my family. Since it's summertime, I'm cutting my time down a little bit. Because school's out, you're all taking vacation, you're babysitting your grandkids, you're probably doing work on your house. I'm giving you time to spend with them. I know some of you watch the videos later. And I want to give you all time to spend time with your family. Hello, Matthew. How you doing? Welcome. I'm here in southern Indiana. About 26 miles. Well, I haven't been feeling good, Matthew. As you know, in the past, my lawnmower that I bought, it lasted 3 weeks. It was only 4 or 5 years old. It blew an engine. And like I say, I got an acre of ground. And you people knows that works in the medical field or know people who have heart attacks or strokes not supposed to push a mower or weed or stuff like that. You all know what I'm talking about. For me to cut an acre of ground, it takes me 6 days. You say, why does it take you 6 days to cut an acre of ground with the push mower? Hello, 709. Doing pretty good, eating these popsicles, which I sure need. I think it got sugar in it, but man, I got to get some sugar in me to make me sweeter. But that's why I haven't been on here too much. I've been cutting grass, which I'm not supposed to use a push mower. And I don't have that many. Well, I got over 500 subscribers, but I don't have the watch hours. Yeah, it's been hot, but the past couple, over the weekend, it been raining about every day. I think it rained last night because it thundered and the cats. I only got 2 cats in the bedroom. The rest of them's out in the living room. Blackie and Alex won't go out in the living room. They want to stay in here with me. I guess keep an eye on me. But let you know, 709, that my LG stove is working right now. I guess they updated the software, I would say, because on the control panel, it kept popping up like 70, 80, 80, 90, or something like that. Then last week I looked, I said, man, the clock is not messed up. I know the clock was about 9 minutes slow. So I set the clock. I said, well, the clock works. So when I went to the grocery store last Friday, I bought a cinnamon roll, comes in a pack. You rip the paper off of it, then you pop it and put it on a cookie sheet. It worked. So last night, I wasn't expecting it either. But the more I've talked about it, I get emails from people saying it sounds like it's a software screw up. See, they knew there was a problem. People, they knew there was a problem. When you get a cell phone, a computer, a smart TV, smart icebox, anything like that, you have to update it. And I say we still haven't heard from them. And I took a test, which I got the test results. I think it was Friday when I went to Charlestown. Well, you see it advertised on TV, the little blue and white box where you got to send a sample in and they test it. This on a stool test. Yeah. I have, like I say, 709. I had a few people that email me. They didn't want to leave it in the comments. Say they got an issue with the software. Why didn't they tell me that on a telephone? But they knew it. LG knew there was a software problem. You know. Maybe Sears and Roebuck knew there was a problem. You know, this is the first computerized stove I ever had. It's smart. But we got a washer and dryer. It's GE. It's smart. Never had a problem about it from day one. And when we got this LG ThinQ, December 12th or 13th of 24, we had problems from day one. Why? You know, they knew about the problem. All they want to do is give you another stove. All we wanted the money back. And it's weird. It's glass top. Them glass top stoves, you gotta be careful. They hold heat. After you turn your burners off, they hold heat. So you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Mine has a mine has a digital clock in it. But I've noticed that, you know, before Sunday, so why I ain't seen that code on there. It's been popping up, like I said, 7080 or 7090 or 9080 or something. I didn't see that no more. Lucky people with automobiles, vehicles, that we do not have more trouble with them. Because that is computerized control. You know, maybe they got that worked out. I don't know. Everything on these new vehicles is computerized. I like the cars from the 50s and 60s. Points, condenser, spark plug, you could change. The alternator, the starter, you could change. You could change the oil. You could check your transmission. You could do all the work yourself. Plus, you people that have been around in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, your tailpipe was Snow White. It was Snow White. Look at your tailpipes now, people. They're not Snow White. They're black. They're black as ace of spades. You know, because now it's fuel injector and all this crap. With the old cars, you had the 4-barrel carburetor, 2-barrel, 3 2-barrels, which would make it a 6-barrel, you know, like the GTO cars like that, like the Judge and all this. But it's weird. And the tailpipes ain't white like it was back in the 60s and 70s. I don't know if because of the gasoline we got now or all this fuel injector and sensors this and that. You know, that's my opinion. I haven't learned on these new cars. Cars from the 50s and 60s, that's what I used to work on when I was a teenager. I could put brake shoes on. I could put points and condenser in, spark plugs, brakes, master cylinder, fuel pump, alternator, starters. I could do all that stuff, change the oil. Well, these new cars, like on my Toyota, my 2011 Toyota, I was going to put new spark plugs in it. I got looking at videos. You gotta have I guess a good spark plug wrench. It got the rubber boot in it. A big long extension. Cause, like I say, your spark plug, when you push your wire down thing, it's so long. I don't like these new cars. I wish I had the money I got to put my reading glasses back on. Well, I've been reading in the manual how to clean it. I've just been using regular water, warm water. But it tells in the manual that I guess you have to get it from Home Depot. I guess it cleans it and keep it shiny, I would think. I don't know. I haven't done my research on it. I know 709 where you're at, because I watched the Raccoon Whispers up there in Canada. But I can't understand. This year, all the years I live here, where I live in the country, raccoons always came out at night when it was dark. I can go out. I usually take a small coffee cup with cat food out there at night because the bandit shows up. Because I'm not going to stay out there as hot as it is. It knows about when I put the cat food out. He don't seem to be scared of me because I yell at him, I come out. I guess he's getting used to me, but not like where I lived before. Because those city raccoons where I lived before I moved out to the country, They would knock on your door, sitting on their back feet, begging for food. They would jump up on your lap. If you got your feet down, don't have any dog food or cat food down, they wrap their front paws around your ankles, which scares the crap out of you. Yeah. Oh, I like the raccoon whispers. I don't know how much hot dogs cost in Canada. It must be cheap. I guess he buy a case of hot dogs, I guess, plus cookies and marshmallows. He got 2 kitty cats. And people, if you don't know what I'm talking about, the raccoon whisper, go to YouTube. Type in the raccoon whisper. He's in the Providence of Canada. He's a retired, let's see, Mountie or cop or whatever they call him in Canada. And he feeds raccoons in the wintertime. I mean, summertime. He knows every raccoon that comes to his house. It might be 25 at one time. He knows every one of them. From grandpa to mommy to daddy, grandpa, their children. He knows every one of them. It's hard for me to remember all the kitty cats outside their names. You know, I love my outside cats. You know, they're company. And I lost Mama Blackie. She was the mama of 4 babies when she brought 4 of her babies over here, which was female cats. Mama Blackie died in December, but she died in the house. She was a good mama cat. She would take care of her grandbabies. She would go out and catch mice for them, and moles, and squirrels, or birdies. She would do that. I'm down to 2 mama cats. January, I guess she went away and died. I guess. And Pretty Girl, I guess she went away and died, or a coyote or a wolf or something got her. They was good mama cats. January, if you look at my past videos when I was outside, January was a gray, long-haired cat. I think it's raining. Where's my remote control? Switch to my outside camera.
Took the shield last night and got our collar cut loose. It's just doing my job. Like going behind our backs. I keep my offices.
Huh. I get no signal detector. I guess the cat got behind it and unplugged it again. Oh. Yeah, it's raining. Oh well, it's raining. I'm gonna have to play with the input of the HMDMI and check that out. So it's raining. But you people saw me when I got that new rotary tiller. I know I buy a big pack of hot dogs. I think there's probably 15 or 20 in it. It ain't cheap. It's probably $5 or $6. And I usually feed my outside cats about 4 hot dogs. I cut them up. I give them, I give them special treats. And, but I don't know how many hot dogs he goes through a month up there. But man, as many hot dogs he goes through, I couldn't afford it. Plus, he gives them a special treat of cookies. He gives them marshmallows. And during the winter months, they still show up, but not too many of them. They're still sleeping. He does. That ain't all he does, 709. If you watch his videos like I do, during the wintertime, he buys apples and I guess corn or stuff like that to feed the deer. And somebody up in Canada, or maybe from the United States, like we got here the DNR, which, the game wardens, and they investigated him. Nothing came out of it. It had to be somebody here in the United States. And he feeds all kind of animals. He has bird feeders out, and I think maybe a few hummingbird feeders. I'm not sure on the hummingbird feeders. My dad, when he was alive, my dad passed away in April of 92, my foster dad. He knew farmers that had corn. He'd take corn on the cob, in the field from the farmers. He would take it up to the cemetery because he was in charge of the cemetery. He'd take a whole ear of corn, a couple of them, put them around certain trees. They also had walnuts to eat and pecans and other nuts at trees that was up there. And Dad feed animals. That's how he was. Even if a strange cat came to the house or a dog, he would feed them. That's where I get it from. I love taking care of animals, but people, here's the problem. I don't have the money in case they get sick. That's the problem. That's the problem. I don't have the money. If I could get my watch hours up, then I can have super chats. He was. I don't know if they got them up in Canada. My dad was a Mason of Lodge 226 in Charlestown, Indiana. He was a member of the Lions Club. And my mother, if you all know Masons, the wives was in Eastern Star. That's the wives. She was the grand organist for Indiana. I don't know what year it was. It was back probably late 80s or before Dad passed away. And she was a grand organist for Eastern Star. And I love feeding animals. I hate Rocky when he comes out. You know, I can buy that good cat food. They eat that in no time, but it was costing me about $28 to $30 about every 2 weeks. That's 30 pounds of cat food. And I've cut them down. It's costing me about $80 to $100 a month to feed all the cats I got. The ones I got in the house and outside. Sometimes if the cats leave the cat food alone, some of the birds out there will eat cat food. And I got to buy me a big bag of bird seed before, when it get close to winter time. Probably September, October. I usually put my bird feeder up after all the hummingbirds leaves. The first couple of years of living here, people, people tell you when to quit, when to take your bird feeder down. I keep it up as long as I can because you got hummingbirds coming from the north, going towards the south, and where they go from there. And the first 2 years, the last hummingbird will kind of like tap on the window and flop its wings like, "Bye, Daddy. I see you next year." But I like hummingbirds. Hummingbirds is like a helicopter. You go up, down, front, back. That's about how a hummingbird does. Like a helicopter. By being an old man, people, I love hummingbirds. I got this one woodpecker. They are pretty birds. Some of the ones I've seen on YouTube, I don't have nothing like they got. A couple of years I had couple of them that have a red spot on their head, or maybe got a green tint to it. But but it's funny. If you got one hummingbird, you got two. That means they got a mate. But if another hummingbird shows up, then the other hummingbird will chase it away. Like my neighbor, he's always got two hummingbird feeders up. They be over there and they leave, chase it away. Then it comes down here. Then it comes down there and chase it away. No matter within less than 500 feet, there's hummingbird feeders. They think they control the whole area, you know. I get a kick out of watching them hummingbirds. But I love animals. They're God's creatures. But Blackie is sleeping on top of a 5-gallon bucket with a lid on it. And she's not up there in the tree house. When I reach for my sheet back here and put that on, then Alex should get up here. But Wildcat and Kathy and Margaret and Lexi, I got 4 cats that stays out there in the living room. And every once in a while, you hear a few things hit the floor. I put them back up, then they leave them alone because they know they're a bad kitty cat. I don't have to tell them. I just say bad kitty cats, and I can put them back up and they won't knock them off again. That's what I like about them. They're pretty smart kitty cats. They learn to use the cat box that's out there in the living room. Or they come in here and use the cat box. They're smart kitty cats. But they're not as smart as Mama Tina was. Mama Tina was a full-blooded mama cat, Siamese cat. She was a good mama cat. She'd take care of any babies that was in the house. If the mama cat from the babies leave, Mama Tina would go in there and take care of her babies until she goes out, use the cat box, eat her food, get some exercise, take a little vacation. Then she come out and look at me. I said, Mama Tina, Kelly's back, or so-and-so's back. She would get up, and Kelly would go back in and take care of her babies. That's what we all need to do. Learn from our animals. Learn how to get along. Sometimes my kitty cat act like kids in their terrible twos. I mean, that's bad when you got kids in their terrible twos. See, I'm talking about my computer, PC online, and HP, how they treated me since it's covered under warranty. They won't fix it because PC Online invalidated the warranty when they upgraded it to a higher end computer without my... There's nothing on Amazon website showing it was upgraded. I just either want my money back from Amazon or HP, give me another computer. HP won't do a blankety-blank thing. PC Online. I know you people probably heard about PC Online. You call them, you get a voicemail, you send them an email. They won't call you back. They won't email you back. They won't do a blankety blank thing. But I got paperwork that I got to fill out to Delaware Attorney General and file a complaint. I don't know how to do it. I don't have a printer. So I'm going to have to go to the library and have my son do it. Because I don't know anything about taking it from your phone to the printer. I sure ain't going to buy a printer just to do that. It's not worth it in my book. And I appreciate your YouTube family if you can help me out the best way you can. You all know people out there that can help me. Maybe a tax write-off, or maybe you work at a Kubota dealer. You know, I like to have a Kubota tractor with a bucket and a backhoe, maybe a mower deck on it. You know, that's one thing. Or maybe somebody from Troy-Bilt that could give me a new Troy-Bilt where I could do videos on it and show you about it. You know, do it from a person who's trying to help you all out. But they don't want to do that because I already got 500 and something subscribers. I don't have that many subscribers for those people to sponsor me. I like to have, what's the yellow one, the Hustler, Zero Turn. I like to have one of them, but I just don't have the money. People, I want to live to be 100. I want to live to be 100 years old. But the way everything going right now, with me pushing my lawnmower, I won't live to be 80, I don't think. Because I either will have a heart attack or a stroke because I'm more. That's the problem. I know you people out there on YouTube really care. My content is not good like some of your alls. But anything I buy, I do a video on it. I tell you how it's doing, or if it goes bad, what's wrong with it. I tell you all to educate you all. You know, I'm trying to help you all out. And people, I also want to stretch this out. Have your garden. Plant your tomatoes, your corn, or whatever you all love to eat. If your wife or your grandmother or your mother knows how to can your corn, your beets, sweet potatoes, applesauce, tomatoes, all this stuff, do that because it's better for you. If you live in a city or town, check the local ordinance in your city or town if you can have chickens or roosters. Okay, where they get you on the roosters? About 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, they crow. That falls under the noise ordinance. But if you can have chickens, make sure you got you a good chicken coop. Not that thin wall, heavy duty wire where the raccoons and wild animals can't get into it. Your eggs will taste a lot better than what you get in the grocery store, because you don't know what them people is feeding those chickens. Next time you go like a Tractor Supply place or places like that, look at the chicken feed. Look what's in the chicken feed. Some of it got medicine in it, which you and me might be allergic to. You know. And also, during the summertime, people, you can feed your chicken and roosters apples, cantaloupe, watermelons, apple, tomatoes, all kinds of fruit. They love it. They fight you over it. My chicken and rooster used to fight you over watermelon and cantaloupe. They fight you over it. Before you could get the door, they see the watermelon. They done up there jumping on the door. They want, and it's funny about chickens and roosters. You know, them chickens I raised when they was babies. I can leave the chicken coop open. They would stay in. Every once in a while, one or two might sneak out. I said, get back in there. They go back in there and all this. But old Harry, or Henry, I think it was Harry. You know, he would, after he found out I had some hens, he'd come down there and start walking around the chicken coop. Then about 5 o'clock at night, he'd go down and get up in the tree. The next morning, he would come down. Finally, he got used to me. I opened the door, used my walking stick on Harry, and got him up there by the neck to guide him into the chicken coop. He was so happy. He had 5 girlfriends that he took care of. Hey, it's hard for us people to take care of one woman. And he had 5 ladies to take care of. But he was a fighter up until the day that raccoon got him. He fought to protect his girlfriends. He died of fighting that raccoon was huge. I couldn't pick the a-hole up after he got shot. And he was heavy. It took 2 of us to lift the cage up, put him in the wheelbarrow. Then I took him up there, opened the cage door up, picked the cage up, dump him in the wheelbarrow, take him back there by the pond where the buzzards could get him. I said, that'd be a couple of days before they find him. They was there the next morning. All there was left was bones. But these raccoons, they're not friendly. They're scaredy cats. But the ones that show up about 5 o'clock, you know, between 4 and 6 o'clock, he's getting kind of used to me. But I keep scaring him away. He gets underneath the car. As soon as I turn my back and get up on the porch, he comes out and get back on the cot, start eating more cat food. There wasn't that much cat food, maybe a couple of big tablespoons. But it's nice. I like raccoons. I got some groundhogs. I don't see groundhogs that much, but I see them out there in the yard walking around. I tap on the window and it looks up, then it takes off running. I know when I first moved in this house, I had 2 possums. And I had 1 possum this year, or maybe 2. They wasn't afraid of me. I don't like possums because they look like oversized rats. But I love animals. But when they start eating my cat food or getting in my garden, that's when we gonna fight. And I lost my sunflowers that I planted in the garden. They ate them, or maybe the groundhog did. And I got a little piece of watermelon left. I think I take it out to the west side of my property because I do see some deer that comes down here sometimes to eat. So I'm going to put some what watermelon I got left and put that out there. But people, I like the Jackson County watermelons and cantaloupe. I don't like the watermelon or cantaloupe that they sell in stores today. So you all have a great week. Tell your children before you go to bed or before you put them to bed that you love them and stuff like that. So I love you all. Thank you all very much for walking and giving me the thumbs up. Thank you all, any of you that might donate to my PayPal or Cash App or my post office box. Thank you all for that. Thank you all for watching my videos, helping me get my watch hours up. And also, I can't thank my moderators. They do a great job. That's another thing, people, who's going to start a YouTube channel. Look at the rules for moderators. You got 2 types of moderators, number 1 and number 2. I think number 2 is the lowest moderator. They can't do what I can do, a moderator number 1 can do. Look it up to verify which one's what. And choose the best person to be your moderator. That'll help you out. Know your rules. And be safe. Don't give out any information. If you got a post office box, that's okay. Don't give out your home address. Don't give out your birthdays, phone numbers. Don't give none of this stuff out. Protect yourself. I love you all. God bless you all. Thank you all very much. And see, tomorrow's Thursday. I might be. It depends if I'm sleeping or if there's something good on TV. I love you all. God bless you all. Thank you, my family.